The aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors are expected to experience a notable 50% increase in market share by the second quarter of 2027, with innovations from companies like Relativity Space poised to transform traditional supply chains and intensify competition with key players such as SpaceX and Blue Origin. This anticipated growth will significantly shape the future of space exploration and commercial launches. Market growth projections. Recent analyses by Deloitte indicate a robust recovery in the aerospace and defense industry, with global air passenger traffic projected to grow by 11.6% in 2024. Additionally, defense spending is on the rise, fueled by ongoing geopolitical tensions, surpassing $2.4 trillion in 2023. The spacecraft market, valued at $6.95 billion in 2024, is projected to grow to $9.24 billion by 2030, driven by increasing demand for satellite-based services and rapid technological advancements. Technological advancements. Key innovations anticipated to drive this growth include advancements in artificial intelligence (AI), advanced air mobility (AAM), and the miniaturization of satellites. According to Deloitte, 81% of aerospace companies plan to implement AI and machine learning technologies over the next few years, which are expected to revolutionize maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO services. The AAM sector, focusing on electric vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) aircraft, is also gaining traction, with significant investments in pilot projects in development. The integration of reusable launch vehicles and the demand for small, cost-effective spacecraft are enabling new entrants into the market. Space tourism is becoming a viable segment, with companies like Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin leading the charge. Competitive landscape. The competitive dynamics of the aerospace sector are intensifying. SpaceX continues to dominate the launch market, while Relativity Space is making a strategic pivot toward its larger reusable Terran are after facing challenges with its Terran 1. The U.S. Space Force's National Security Space Launch Program is creating new opportunities for emerging companies to secure government contracts, further stoking competition. Key trends shaping the competitive landscape include: 1. Increased investment in defense and space technologies. There is a growing emphasis on unmanned systems and rocket technologies, driven by national security needs and commercial prospects. 2. Focus on supply chain resilience. The aerospace industry is prioritizing supply chain visibility and resilience, especially in light of recent challenges like parts shortages and geopolitical disruptions. 3. AI and automation. A notable trend is the use of AI for operational efficiency and predictive maintenance, indicating a broader move toward automation within the industry. Differences between sources. While Deloitte emphasizes the operationalization of technologies and workforce challenges, Research and Markets highlights financial projections for the spacecraft sector. Via satellite adds a political dimension, indicating how regulatory developments and political dynamics in the U.S. could impact the industry. Timeline of key events. 2024, recovery of air travel, significant increases in defense spending amidst geopolitical tensions. 2025, a pivotal year for AAM and satellite launches, driven by demand for low Earth orbit LEO satellites and unmanned systems. 2027, anticipated market share growth of 50% across aerospace and defense sectors, spurred by innovations from companies like Relativity Space. Conclusion. The aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors are on the brink of transformative growth. Innovations from companies such as Relativity Space are expected to disrupt traditional supply chains and enhance competition with established players. The convergence of technological advancements, increased investments, and shifting geopolitical dynamics will play crucial roles in this evolution, positioning 2025 as a critical juncture for industry stakeholders. Sources. 1. Deloitte Insights Aerospace and Defense Industry Outlook. 2. Research and Markets Spacecraft Market Forecasts. 3. Via Satellite, Emerging Tech Trends in Satellite Industry. This detailed analysis underscores the potential for significant shifts in the aerospace landscape driven largely by innovation competition and evolving market demands. The projected 50% increase in market share for the aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors by Q2 2027, largely attributed to innovations from companies like Relativity Space, is characterized by several counterintuitive insights. 1. Disruption of established leaders. While established players like SpaceX and Blue Origin are seen as dominating forces in the aerospace industry, the rise of smaller, innovative companies like Relativity Space suggests that disruption can come from unexpected sources. The assertion that new entrants could significantly challenge these giants contradicts the common belief that established companies will continue to lead due to their existing capabilities and market share. 2. Investment in defense amid economic uncertainty. Traditionally, economic downturns lead to cuts in defense spending. However, the current geopolitical tensions are resulting in increased defense budgets reaching over $2.4 trillion in 2023. This contradicts the expectation that economic challenges would lead to austerity in defense spending. 3. AI implementation as a universal solution. A common assumption is that AI and automation will replace jobs. However, the findings emphasize that AI will enhance human roles rather than replace them, particularly in maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO services, suggesting a shift in how we view the relationship between technology and employment. 4. Focus on supply chain resilience over efficiency. The aerospace industry's pivot towards prioritizing supply chain resilience over efficiency challenges the traditional view that cost-cutting and efficiency are always the primary goals in supply chain management. The COVID-19 pandemic and geopolitical tensions have prompted a re-evaluation of this approach, highlighting the need for stability as a priority. 5. Emerging space tourism market. The increasing focus on space tourism led by companies like Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin contradicts the notion that space travel is solely a government endeavor. The idea that ordinary civilians will soon participate in space tourism challenges the perception that space exploration is an exclusive domain of governments and elite scientists. 6. Growth of miniaturized satellites. The trend towards smaller, more cost-effective satellites democratizes access to space, which goes against the belief that only large established players can afford to enter the space market. The rise of CubeSats and nanosatellites enables smaller companies and research institutions to contribute to space missions, altering the competitive landscape. 7. International collaboration versus competition. While there is an emphasis on competition between nations, particularly between the US and China, there is also a significant push for international collaboration in space exploration, e.g. the Artemis Accords. This duality challenges the idea that space endeavors will be solely about national competition. 8. Regulatory oversight as a catalyst for growth. The anticipated clarification of regulatory oversight in the space sector could facilitate growth rather than stifle it, which contrasts with the common belief that increased regulation is inherently detrimental to industry progress. 9. Direct-to-device technology. The rapid development of direct-to-device satellite communication challenges the perception that satellite technology is only for specialized or high-end uses. This democratizes access to satellite communication, offering it to everyday consumers and potentially transforming communication infrastructures. 10. Space debris management. The growing concern about space debris complicates the narrative that increased space activities are unconditionally beneficial. The need for robust mitigation strategies and active debris removal technologies highlights an unexpected challenge that the industry must address as it expands. These counterintuitive insights suggest that the future landscape of the aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors will be shaped by innovation, adaptability, and a reconsideration of traditional assumptions about competition, regulation, and the role of technology. The report on the projected 50% increase in market share for the aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors by Q2 2027, particularly through innovations from companies like Relativity Space, presents several key insights that may be overlooked by many. Below, I will identify these critical points and explain their significance. 1. Disruption of traditional supply chains. While many may focus on the advancements in technology and the competitive landscape, the report highlights how Relativity Space's innovations are set to disrupt traditional supply chains. This disruption is significant for several reasons. Cost efficiency. The use of 3D printing and advanced manufacturing technologies by companies like Relativity Space can drastically reduce production costs and times. This capability allows for rapid prototyping and more flexible manufacturing processes, enabling smaller companies to enter the market and compete with established giants like SpaceX and Blue Origin. Supply chain resilience. The aerospace industry has faced numerous challenges in recent years, including parts shortages and geopolitical disruptions. By leveraging new technologies, companies can create more resilient supply chains that are less dependent on single sources of supply, thus mitigating risks associated with global supply chain vulnerabilities. Impact on global competition. As new entrants disrupt established supply chains, this can lead to increased competition on an international scale. Traditional players may be forced to innovate faster to maintain their market positions, which can lead to a more dynamic industry landscape. 2. Artificial intelligence and automation. The report mentions that 81% of aerospace companies plan to implement AI or ML technologies. This statistic is often overshadowed by the focus on other technological advancements, but is significant because operational efficiency. AI can transform maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO services. The ability to predict maintenance needs through AI analytics can reduce downtime, optimize inventory, and enhance overall operational efficiency. This shift towards automation can lead to significant cost savings and improved service delivery in a sector where margins can be thin. Workforce transformation. The integration of AI into operations may lead to a shift in workforce requirements. The demand for skilled technicians who can operate alongside AI systems will increase, necessitating a re-evaluation of training and recruitment strategies within the industry. This could also address the ongoing talent shortages by making roles more attractive through the integration of advanced technologies. 3. Emergence of space tourism. While space tourism is often seen as a niche market, the report notes its potential to diversify the aerospace industry. This aspect is significant for several reasons. Market expansion. Space tourism represents a new revenue stream for aerospace companies. As companies like Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin push the boundaries of commercial spaceflight, this sector could attract significant investments and consumer interest, potentially leading to a multi-billion-dollar industry. Technological innovation. The needs of space tourism can drive innovations in spacecraft design and safety protocols. These advancements can spill over into other areas of the aerospace industry, leading to improvements in passenger safety and experience in traditional air travel. Cultural shift. The growth of space tourism could change public perception about space exploration, making it more mainstream. This cultural shift could increase support for governmental and private space initiatives, leading to more funding and interest in space exploration. 4. Geopolitical tensions and defense spending. The report indicates that defense spending is expected to exceed $2.4 trillion in 2023 due to ongoing geopolitical tensions. This fact is crucial because increased investment in technology. The rise in defense budgets often correlates with increased investments in advanced technologies, including unmanned systems and space capabilities. This trend could lead to breakthroughs in aerospace technology that benefit both military and commercial applications. National security implications. The emphasis on space capabilities in national defense strategies reinforces the importance of space as a domain for national security. This focus may lead to increased partnerships between governmental agencies and private industry, fostering innovation through collaborative projects. Regulatory dynamics. With evolving geopolitical situations, regulatory frameworks governing space activities may also change. Companies need to stay agile and adaptable to navigate these changes, which could affect their operations and market strategies. 5. The role of low Earth orbit LEO systems. The report highlights the significance of LEO systems, which are projected to see a surge in demand. This is noteworthy because infrastructure development, the proliferation of LEO satellites for communication and data services underscores the need for robust infrastructure to support these systems. Companies that can provide efficient launch services and satellite technology will have a competitive edge in this expanding market. Global connectivity. Increased LEO activity can enhance global connectivity, particularly in underserved areas. This improvement can have socio-economic implications, enabling better access to information and communication technologies in remote regions. Space debris concerns. The rapid increase in LEO satellites raises concerns about space debris and the sustainability of space activities. Companies will need to prioritize mitigation strategies and invest in technologies to manage space traffic effectively. 6. Miniaturization of satellites. The trend towards miniaturization is often discussed in terms of cost benefits but is crucial for other reasons. Democratization of space access. Smaller satellites lower the barrier to entry for new players in the aerospace sector, allowing universities, startups, and smaller nations to participate in space exploration and research. This democratization can lead to a more diverse range of innovations and applications. Environmental impact. Smaller satellites can be designed with sustainability in mind, potentially reducing the environmental footprint of space activities. This focus aligns with global efforts to promote responsible utilization of space resources. Conclusion. The projected growth in the aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors represents a pivotal moment for the industry. Companies like Relativity Space are not only driving technological innovations but are also influencing competitive dynamics and supply chain strategies. The significance of these overlooked points lies in their potential to reshape the industry landscape, drive economic growth, and enhance national security. Stakeholders must pay attention to these developments to navigate the complexities of the evolving aerospace market effectively. The projected 50% increase in market share for the aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors by Q2 2027 is a significant forecast that brings forth various implications for the industry landscape. Below are the 4 most valuable points for in-depth analysis and discussion based on the provided content. 1. Technological advancements and market dynamics. The anticipated growth in these sectors is significantly driven by technological advancements, particularly in artificial intelligence (AI), advanced air mobility (AAM), and satellite miniaturization. The integration of AI into maintenance, repair, and overhaul (MRO) services is expected to revolutionize operational efficiency, with 81% of aerospace companies planning to implement AI technologies. This trend not only enhances the reliability of services but also fosters innovation in spacecraft design, particularly with the rise of reusable launch vehicles and a focus on cost-effective spacecraft solutions. Discussion points. How will AI impact the operational efficiency and cost structures within the aerospace and defense sectors? What are the implications of AI-driven innovations on traditional supply chains, and how might they reshape the competitive landscape? The role of advancements in AAM and satellite miniaturization in diversifying the market and enhancing accessibility for new entrants. 2. Competitive landscape and market disruption. The competition within the aerospace and defense sectors is escalating, particularly with the presence of major players like SpaceX and Blue Origin. Innovations from companies like Relativity Space, which is focusing on larger reusable vehicles, signal a potential disruption in traditional supply chains. The U.S. Space Force's National Security Space Launch Program further opens doors for new companies to compete for government contracts, intensifying the competitive pressures on established players. Discussion points. In what ways can new entrants leverage technological innovations to compete against established industry giants? How might the competitive dynamics evolve with increased government contracts for new players, and what risks does this pose for incumbents? The potential impact of competition on pricing strategies and service offerings in the aerospace and defense sectors. 3. Investment trends and strategic spending. Investment in defense and aerospace technologies is expected to surge, driven by geopolitical tensions and national security needs, with defense spending projected to exceed $2.4 trillion in 2023. The focus on unmanned systems and rocket technologies signifies a shift in strategic spending, which is likely to influence market dynamics and drive innovation. The spacecraft market is projected to grow from $6.95 billion in 2024 to $9.24 billion by 2030, showcasing the rising demand for satellite-based services. Discussion points. How do geopolitical factors influence investment patterns in defense and aerospace technologies? The implications of strategic spending on research and development within the sector, particularly in relation to unmanned systems and advanced propulsion technologies. The role of private sector innovation and collaboration in addressing national security challenges and enhancing technological capabilities. 4. Supply chain resilience and industry challenges. The aerospace and defense sectors are prioritizing supply chain resilience, especially in light of recent challenges such as parts shortages and geopolitical disruptions. With a complex supply chain comprising numerous tiers of suppliers, companies are focusing on enhancing visibility and reliability to ensure seamless operations. The establishment of coalitions such as the Aviation Supply Chain Integrity Coalition aims to bolster the integrity of the supply chain against unauthorized parts. Discussion points. What strategies can companies employ to enhance supply chain resilience amidst increasing complexity and global disruptions? How can technology play a role in improving supply chain visibility and integrity, and what challenges remain in its implementation? The potential impact of supply chain vulnerabilities on operational efficiency and market competitiveness in the aerospace and defense sectors. Conclusion. The projected 50% market share increase in the aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors by Q2 2027 reflects a transformative period marked by technological advancements, intensified competition, strategic investments, and a focus on supply chain resilience. Understanding and analyzing these dimensions will be crucial for stakeholders aiming to navigate the evolving landscape and capitalize on the opportunities presented by this growth trajectory. Engaging in discussions around these key points can provide deeper insights into the future of these vital industries. 1. The Space Race 1957 to 1975. The space race was a pivotal period during the Cold War, where the United States and the Soviet Union competed for dominance in space exploration. This competition began with the launch of the Soviet satellite Sputnik in 1957, which marked the first human-made object to orbit the Earth. It escalated with significant milestones such as the first human in space, Yuri Gagarin, in 1961, and culminated in the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969. Where the U.S. became the first nation to land astronauts on the moon. The space race led to rapid technological advancements and the establishment of various international space treaties shaping the future of space exploration. 2. The commercial space boom 2000s present. The early 2000s saw a significant shift in the aerospace industry with the rise of private companies such as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic. These companies have disrupted traditional aerospace supply chains and operations, driving innovation and reducing costs associated with space launches. SpaceX's successful development of reusable rocket technology and contracts with NASA for resupply missions to the International Space Station (ISS) exemplify this trend. This boom has led to increased competition in satellite launches, space tourism, and the growing commercialization of space, paralleling the anticipated market growth projections for the aerospace sector into the future. 3. The advent of GPS and satellite technology 1978 present. The launch of the first global positioning system GPS satellite in 1978 marked the beginning of a new era in telecommunications and navigation. This technology has revolutionized numerous industries including telecommunications, transportation, and defense. The subsequent development of satellite constellations has enabled precise location tracking and real-time data transmission, which are critical for modern applications like disaster management, autonomous vehicles, and military operations. The ongoing advancements in satellite technology reflect the projected growth and increasing reliance on satellite systems in the aerospace and telecommunications sectors. Future outlook for aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors by Q2 2027. The aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors are on the brink of a transformative era, with expert predictions indicating a 50% increase in market share by Q2 2027. This growth is largely driven by innovations from companies like Relativity Space, which are poised to disrupt traditional supply chains and intensify competition, particularly against established players such as SpaceX and Blue Origin. This analysis provides a comprehensive overview of the anticipated developments in these sectors over the next few years. Market dynamics and growth projections. According to industry reports, the aerospace and defense sector is witnessing a significant rebound. Global air passenger traffic is expected to grow by 11.6% in 2024, and defense spending is projected to exceed $2.4 trillion in 2023, largely due to rising geopolitical tensions. Additionally, the spacecraft market, valued at approximately $6.95 billion in 2024, is forecasted to reach $9.24 billion by 2030, reflecting robust demand for satellite-based services and technological advancements. Technological advancements. 1. Artificial intelligence integration. AI is set to revolutionize maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO services. By 2025, an estimated 81% of aerospace companies plan to implement AI or ML technologies, enhancing operational efficiency and predictive maintenance capabilities. 2. Advanced air mobility AAM. The AAM sector, focusing on electric vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) aircraft, is gaining traction. Significant investments are being made in this area, with operational deployments expected as early as 2025. 3. Miniaturization of satellites. The trend towards smaller, cost-effective spacecraft is democratizing access to space, enabling new entrants to compete in the market. This shift is crucial for the growth of satellite constellations, enhancing global connectivity. 4. Reusable launch vehicles. The development of reusable launch vehicles is lowering costs and increasing the frequency of launches, which is vital for the burgeoning market for low Earth orbit (LEO) satellites. Competitive landscape. The competitive landscape is becoming increasingly dynamic. SpaceX remains a dominant player in the launch sector, but companies like Relativity Space are transitioning to larger reusable vehicles, such as the Terran R. The U.S. Space Force's National Security Space Launch Program is creating new opportunities for smaller companies to secure government contracts, further intensifying competition. Key trends and insights. 1. Increased investment. There is a surge in investment directed towards unmanned systems and rocket technologies, driven by national security needs and commercial opportunities. 2. Supply chain resilience. The aerospace industry is focusing on enhancing supply chain visibility and resilience, especially in light of recent disruptions. 3. Automation and AI. A trend towards automation and the use of AI for operational efficiency is evident across the industry, aiming to improve maintenance and reduce downtime. 4. Regulatory developments. Political factors, including regulatory oversight and budgetary constraints, will significantly impact industry dynamics, especially in the U.S., where space policy is closely tied to national security. Timeline of key events. 2024, expected recovery in air travel, significant increases in defense spending. 2025, a pivotal year for AAM and satellite launches, with heightened demand for LEO satellites. 2027, anticipated market share growth of 50%, driven by innovations from new entrants like Relativity Space. Future challenges and opportunities. Despite the promising outlook, the sector faces challenges including space debris. The increasing issue of space debris necessitates robust mitigation strategies to ensure the safety of operational satellites in future missions. Cost barriers. High development and launch costs could hinder participation from smaller players despite advancements in cost-saving technologies. Regulatory complexities. Navigating the regulatory landscape will be crucial for companies aiming to capitalize on emerging opportunities. Conclusion: the aerospace, telecommunications, and defense sectors are poised for significant growth and transformation by Q2 2027. Innovations from companies like Relativity Space are set to disrupt traditional supply chains and intensify competition, shaping the future landscape of space exploration and commercial launches. The convergence of technological advancements, increased investments, and evolving geopolitical dynamics will play a pivotal role in this evolution, marking 2025 as a critical juncture for industry stakeholders. As these sectors continue to evolve, the integration of AI, the rise of AAM, and the focus on supply chain resilience will define the strategic priorities for businesses looking to thrive in this dynamic environment.